Yeah, place all the bets that you wish to place on Father's Day. It doesn't matter because I'm starting on time.
Howdy, y'all.
Well, this one won't be getting monetized because we'd be playing the music.
Oh, whoops.
Happy Father's Day, by the way, Shadowhawk. Happy
Yes, and
Father's
to you
Day.
too, sir. And
I
happy
know, right?
Father's Day to the chat and everyone out there. Hope
My
everyone had a
little baby
good.
girl was Friday the 13th, her birthday. So it's very
Yeah,
close. Every year to Father's Day. You know, the best gift I could have got for Father's Day happened 38 years ago. So,
yeah. Very nice.
yeah.
It's hard to believe my daughter's older than yours.
Well, I mean, some feel their oats a little closer than others. You know, mine hadn't dropped yet. But anyway, how about these nuts? Great nuts, you know. Uh,
You're killing me, right? So you've been having a good day so far, sir? I saw you were streaming like a madman earlier. I was running around all day. So.
Yeah, like a madman. You got it, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've been all over the place.
I went to
Today,
bed
man.
early so I could get up early, you know, and
Oh, dude, I
decided
went
to
to bed
stream.
early so I could have a nice day today, and then I just tossed and turned all night. Couldn't get comfortable. I think I slept for probably maybe an hour total out of being in bed for like 6 hours.
Have you
Terrible.
heard of Conspiracy Confidential?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's good because that's going to be a book or a title, you know, with my
Oh,
little female detective character.
oh, interesting.
You know,
Well, maybe not.
what
Now that you gave it away, somebody might snag it for you.
I mean, I really had to say something. Yeah, and you know what? For the cover, I would love to, and we might go through Pete Sametti's, you know, and do it that way, you know.
Dude, I really would like to put out, my first dash can using Pete. I think that would be pretty cool.
Well, you know, the vouchers, you just make sure you might, because I mean, after it closes like July 1st, something like that, that's it. No more vouchers. So basically,
Yeah,
it's a way to
but
fund him to get the equipment to do his alternative comics.
right, but the vouchers don't expire. So if
The
you don't put your
vouchers don't expire. Exactly
right,
right. Yeah,
so
yeah.
if I don't get my book out until next year because of things
And
are
if you
looking
back
like
it
it might
multiple
be.
times, like you know, I did the 500 tier, and then I decide that's not enough, and I did 1,000. Then he will combine it all into one bouncer, $1,500. So if
No,
you
very
did,
nice. Well,
so if you could only do like this paycheck, I could only do, you know, the first 30 days, $50, and then I did another time $100, and then I did another $200. Then the
right.
350 will be combined into one voucher at the end of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's pretty cool, man. So,
Yeah.
you know.
I know who I want to do that cover for that detective thing, Sheth and Chetty.
Oh, Shanty's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah. Sheth and Jetty. Yeah, he's got to do a painted cover for me. You know,
Ooh,
he doesn't
nah.
know it yet. But huh? What? Expensive?
No,
What?
then I don't know what chance rates are, but he's a
I don't
really nice
either.
dude.
And he may
He's
not
a,
be, even interested. I haven't even. I forget.
dude, I don't know. I mean, it depends. He's doing his own thing too, man. He's got a new project coming out, so with
Yeah.
Spring Ball.
Well, you
So,
know me. It's like, hey, I usually give people months, if not a year,
oi,
ahead in
oi,
advance,
Karen,
to do
was that you
whatever.
I just
So
saw?
surely he can work old Rexy in.
Yeah. Well, see, I got to try to figure out too, if I make one last investment in the campaign now before I get into all these fucking tax bills I got to pay off, and get the one cover
Oi, oi,
done,
Kevin
and
Savalas.
get it out of the way, because I got a pretty big guy that agreed to do a cover for me, and I don't want to keep him waiting. So I don't know what to do. Ugh.
Yeah, you got to develop that signature, Carrie. To sign your canvases. Or like me, never do it. Just do the heel and three crosses for my last name. It makes sense to me, Christian.
Heyo, Gable Penny Shot, and
Abel Penny Shop.
Carrie, you do very lovely paintings. It's not a surprise that someone would
Well,
not only
so is
buy them but ask you
inflation.
to sign them.
So is inflation. That's a inflation is a taxation, an undeclared one that says that we've been spending too much damn money and we're in debt. We're not only broke as a nation, we're in debt. There's a difference. We're not just dead broke, even no money in the coffer. We're
Hail,
getting
Eric and Boyd.
we're getting to the dangerous point where if we don't do something, we won't be able to dig ourselves out because we won't even be able to pay the interest on the principal.
Bro,
Hmm.
if there's not some
If we're not
serious
already
fucking,
there. Hey, Eric.
if there's not some serious turnaround, and even best case scenario right now, we got Trump back, and he's supposed to be ultra conservative and saving all this fucking money for us, right? And he
Yeah.
just came out and said he's going to be releasing executive orders that he's going to allow the farm workers and the hotel workers that are illegals to stay, because they've been doing this for 20 years and their bosses really like them. No, once you do that,
Wait, whoa,
that's
whoa,
it.
whoa, whoa,
It's
whoa,
done.
whoa. Wait, calm down. So
It's
what? I
done.
mean, he's. I mean, what's he doing with the farmers and whatever? I mean, I know that we're gonna like
He said
not
he
pay
was going to
taxes on tips.
slack off on deporting farm workers and
Oh,
hotel workers that are here illegally. So now
yeah.
we're picking fucking sides, which it's a bad fucking look. Trump is fucking up big time. He's tripping over his own dick if he does this shit.
Wow. Well,
You
that's a
put
short
your
little.
you put your fucking foot down, and you said fucking no illegal immigration. Then you take the hit too, because this looks really bad with him including hotel workers. How many hotels did Donald Trump own?
Well,
A
yeah.
lot,
I mean, are they going to
a
be
lot.
smart enough to really?
Dude,
Uh,
it's a bad look. He should have never fucking let that come out of his mouth. I don't care. I love Trump, but that was
yeah.
stupid. I'm pissed.
Well, I mean,
No, dude, because if he does that shit, that's it. You just gave away the game. Because now everyone that comes in is going to claim, oh, I'm a farm worker. Oh, I'm a hotel worker. Boom. Now they get
it's them
released into
versus you.
society.
Exactly. You know,
Hmm.
it's
Yeah, we're
you know.
fucked. If he signs that order, we're fucked.
Well, yeah. I mean, the next president can reverse it. Say Vance doesn't really agree with it, which he might not
No,
say
dude,
anything
because
now.
if he actually signs that, then JD Vance probably won't win next time. It'll probably go back to the Democrats because everybody's going to feel betrayed,
Well, you're
and then
not a
the
glass
Democrats
half
will
full, are you? I mean, you go full nuke on some of this stuff.
bro. This is they take every tiny little thing that comes out of Trump's mouth and turn it into a giant talking point. You
Oh,
don't
I
think
know
this
they
is
do.
going to be one? You don't think this one will be fucking one, man? It already is.
I don't think I showed this the other day. This was Raul's bog piece, and I'll
Oh
leave it up
shit!
there.
No, you didn't
Yeah,
show that. Nice.
he did that on our draw stream.
Raul and
T.
T. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say D. I was like, I don't know, I was getting it wrong. It's like Tatiana or something, right? Raul, something like that.
Well, with yeah, exactly. With these very blade-like serrated things, he almost looks a little Doomsday. The way he's got it,
Yeah, a little bit.
somewhat. He looks like he could take on
Yeah.
Doomsday. Let's say that. How about that?
He definitely looks more
Wouldn't you like to see Swamp Thing
edgy.
take on
Than,
Doomsday? Really? Wouldn't you like to see what Swamp Thing could do with Doomsday? I mean,
well, it
Doomsday's not
depends.
really going to hurt Swamp Thing.
Well, it depends where they fight. And if they're fighting in the swamp, then Doomsday's fucked because
Well, I don't know that this would hurt him, but it seems like he could create a prison for him within the earth, like molten core, where he would be just gravity would be
yeah,
neutral and he
or
would be
just
floating
swallow
there
them up.
forever.
Just swallow them up with all the roots and shit from the swamp and drag them. All the whether it's the juniper trees or whatever they call them, those big
Well, I
giant.
mean, he's as
No, it's
powerful
not
as
juniper.
Superman. He could break free of that. You would have to drag him
Yeah,
to
but Swamp
the
Thing is
center of the earth
magically
or something.
Swamp Thing is magically enhanced though, and one of Superman and any other, I'm assuming Doomsday would be magic. It's got to be one of his weaknesses.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean,
Anyway,
because
happy.
who was it? Alan Moore that developed Swamp Thing into like a demigod, that was there to watch over the swamps and kind of like Battlehawk was going to be.
Yes, Rob Ewing did Lady Hopper on my request. Yeah, I want to share my
Yeah,
fan art with him too. Yeah, yeah, Lady Hopper, absolutely. I've got to develop a good Hopper in a Lady Hopper, story at some point.
no, Eric, we don't do anything to Man Thing. He's cool. Eric, did you watch the what was it? It wasn't Werewolf by Night. It was or was it? It was Werewolf by Night. Yeah, the one I did last year. I had Moon Knight in it and Swamp Thing.
Mm. Did you see
What was
this posted? Godlike.
No, I haven't. What?
I was hoping you would explain this to me.
I don't have any idea. I guess somebody's
It
fucking
found
around.
contact backers of Godlike. I mean, he delivered what I don't what
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's somebody being a smartass. I don't. John, he was gone for like about 4 or 5
or
days.
is that the second? I mean, that's artwork from the first, I think. It says Comicsgate help Geeky Borders put that up.
I
I see you're
I
outside
have
because I
no
can hear
idea.
the little tweet of the birds. No kings but Kirby. Yes. I don't disagree with that. Leland did a debate with John Longsbach and didn't come across that good.
I
Good. Well,
I
I
tried
mean,
to watch it, but it was fucking on Matt Barr's channel. He was doing a
was it?
EFAP of it, and I was like, no, I'm not giving fucking
He
Barr
might.
any fucking views.
Uh,
Fuck that guy. And I don't like Liam that
he's
much anyway, so I hope
Leland
he lost.
seems unintelligent to me. We have talked. He was kind of
Liam's a
running
fucking
interference when I went on Katie Did's channel.
yeah.
The only thing I remembered is he asked me, "Well, what's the greatest?" Well, he did ask me about the book, and it was like, uh, who was the greatest villain of all time? And I told him, well, in my mind, I think probably Doctor Doom, and he couldn't disagree with me. That's a good one.
Dude, Dr. Doom is fucking, I mean, one of the best. I mean, you could go, what you call it from DC, that Jack Kirby did, what's his name? With the he's got the crazy laser eyes that do all the angles before the
Oh,
Omega beam.
that's okay. That's
Dark Side.
yeah, Dark Side. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I love that dude, man. His design is fucking killer.
Little Ghost Rider for you.
That's cool. Who did that?
Now, wait a minute. I knew you were going to ask me that. I agree.
Yeah,
Doctor Doom is the best supervillain for Marvel. There we go. Um,
it's
Dark
either
Side.
Doctor Doom or the Green Goblin. I mean, it's a toss up.
Green Goblin. I mean, he's
Dude,
pretty
Green Goblin
easily.
created the second Green Goblin. He created Hobgoblin. He created like a whole
There,
slew
there's a Red
of
Goblin as well
yeah,
too.
of Spider-Man foes, man, all because of this one guy. I mean, to me, Green Goblin is one hell of a foe, man. He's top tier.
Ha- happy heavenly fatherly birthday to Neil Adams. Today
Oh
would have
damn.
been Neil Adams' birthday.
Well, look at Neil when he was young. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Look at that shit. He had a nice head of hair too.
Oh, he always had a nice head of hair. Yeah.
Yeah, I think even when he was older, didn't he? He never thinned out too much.
No, no. Uh, Comics owe a lot to him. If you look up there, you can see very distinctively, even though it's not very big. There's Muhammad Ali Treasury Edition
Hmm.
fighting Superman. I mean,
Oh, dude, one of my gems in my collection.
again, his little Batman Treasury Edition. I mean, again, you
The
can look at
the
these, and even
the
from a
Spider-Man
distance,
Superman, dude, that's another great one. I think Neil did that one.
well, what I'm trying to get across is you can look at these Bronze Age covers, even at a distance, very small, and even tell what's going on somewhat, you know, and identify them, you know.
Did I get spoiled, Carrie? Not yet, but we ran around today and did a bunch of stuff. I went down to my little
I love having
carniceria and got some marinated skirt steak, and we're gonna be feasting like kings tonight. So I imagine the girls are all gonna surprise me after dinner with
well, tell us
whatever.
more while I get Abby in, because
All
it's
right.
kind of
Well,
hot out there. Rex's
if you
favorite
don't
DC
know
villain
what
is Condiment
skirt steak,
King. Is there a Condiment
condiment
King?
king,
Really? Best villain in comics is Devil Flyer. Have you seen him? He's a devil and flies.
yeah,
Absolutely. You're getting it, Gable Penny Shot. Is he hero? Is he villain? Hmm. Okay,
best
tell
villain
tell us about
ever,
your
Mirror Master from the Flash. I mean, come on,
I'll say
Stilt Man,
Calendar Man. Another
Stilt
Batman
Man.
villain, Calendar Man. He makes you miss Father's Day every year.
Or what's the other guy? Paste Pot Pete. Man, that's a dangerous villain right there. Mr. Mixelplick. Mixed pickle. Was Condiment King actually a character, Eric? Holy shit. I don't think I ever saw that one. I loved how all the Flashes guys were just, you had Mr. Freeze, or no, yeah, it was Mr. Freeze, and then the Heat Wave, Mirror Master, Paste Pop Pete. I'll glue you to the ground, Flash. You can't even see him. Vote for Rex to be mayonnaise man. Eric, how dare you? That's right, he did become the Trapster, didn't he? Batman villain, really? Condiment King? I've never seen him. What's he got, like a relish gun and a mustard gun? I gotta see that shit. I'm not blaming you. I quit collecting mainstream way back when in '99. So I haven't seen any of this new shit in 25 years. Nothing surprises me. Nothing surprises the old Matty anymore. Ah, fuck. 5 more days. go to the doctor and get my knee checked out. See what the bad news is. But at least hopefully it'll be at least a slight alleviation of the pain I've been in. So that'll be good. Make it easier for me to get through the day every day. Kind of came with always paired. Oh, okay. I can't. That's awesome. I mean, all the DC characters used to have some stupid villains, especially back in like the 60s and early 70s. There was just a lot of crap. You know who actually was fucking turned out to be scary in the animated series, the Batman animated series? And I never liked him in the books or anything, but what was his name? Puppet Master or whatever? The dude that had he carved little puppets, and the puppet was his like right hand man. He was the enforcer. And shit. That dude was fucking scary on that old Batman show, man. It was like that's an evil little doll right there. What do we got here? The ventriloquist. Yes, thank you, Gable. You got Brohawk? Very nice, Eric. Hell yeah. Man, I feel for that guy, man. I hope everything fucking comes out on top for him, man. Oof. I don't
What are
ever
we
want to
doing?
be in that position. No one ever want to be put in that position.
What are we doing? Did we go into hibernation? Are we?
No, we're chatting with the chat, mister. I don't know about you. Mister, I ignore the chat most of the time. Uh-oh.
Man,
Oh,
I know
yeah,
what I'm.
Puppet Master was an FF villain, yeah.
I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I didn't think about it at the time, but after I saw it, on the Virgin cover to Devil Flyer, he looks very puppet master because he's bald, but so is the guy that I kind of patterned, who was a real douchebag in real life. I had to pick a good villain, and on X one day I saw this guy, and I said, "Yeah,
damn.
that's him." And whoops, I'm sorry, I hit her in the head with it.
Oh.
The bone. It wasn't his bone. It's those little nubbies that Arm and Hammer come out with. I try and
Oh my
buy.
God, dude.
She stinks. She's been out rolling in the grass, and I don't know what it is. They slick like on earthworms or something. She comes in smelling like she's been in a garbage heap, So
Yeah.
I'll be giving her a bath later. She's way overdue.
Just
anyway.
out there rolling around and shit.
I guess. I don't think she does
Dogs
that.
do that, dude. I mean,
Do they? Well, maybe that's it. Maybe she.
Well, you got a
sure.
hunting dog, dude. Those Jack Russells are hunting dogs. So
Why do
she's
they
out
want to
there.
do that? Disguise their scent or what?
Yeah, I don't know. It's instinct.
But I mean, that doesn't explain or answer my question about why they do that.
Because they were bred to hunt small animals and shit like that. If they go out and they find a carcass, to them that's like
to do that?
it's a victory. They fucking jump on it. They might eat a little bit of it, might roll
King
around
Kong
on it.
going right.
Yeah,
That's right. Okay.
but it's also marking their territory. They pee on the outskirts of the yard. They freaking roll themselves around. They do all that kind of stuff to let other dogs know, hey, this is my area.
I have not heard that Stephen Butler lost his wife recently.
No, yeah, I hadn't either. And hey,
Stephen Butler do the Badgers? Slow down. I can't even get a word in.
Sorry.
Well, I'm just saying, let's take a moment to reflect on
Did
this.
He do the Badger?
Didn't he do Badger? Or am I thinking of some other? I mean, Stephen Butler. Okay, who do you think Stephen Butler is?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I figured he was probably somebody that started in the last 20 years that because I didn't even know who David Williams was really until just he popped up in Comic Gate.
Oh, he popped up in Comicsgate. What did he? I mean, what did he do
Yeah,
with
he's doing
Comicsgate?
some work. He's doing some work for Ethan, and then he was working with that. Remember, fucking like a year and a half, 2 years ago, Gabe and him were supposed to do that book, and then that's when David's wife got sick, and she was dying from cancer, and fucking Gabe like fucking basically threw out their agreement and talked all kinds of mad shit about fucking Brohawk. And
Okay.
it was bad. That's when Gabe got out of CG, basically, because everybody was like, fuck you, dude.
American Truth or something. Gable Penny Shot says.
Yeah, something like that. American
Okay,
American
Gable.
Justice? Something like
Okay,
that.
he worked on Spider-Man, Silver Sable, Archie comics. He also did some commissions for me years ago. Okay.
Yeah.
Who am I thinking of that worked with the Badger? Maybe he was named Steve somebody. He also did
I
a
know
turn on
Mike was
Amazing.
writing it. I can't remember who was drawing it when Mike was writing the Badger. I got them all, but I can't remember who the artist was right offhand.
Happy Father's Day to all you dads, except the ones that can't drive a standard. It's Happy Mother's Day to those guys.
Ah, pussies. You can't drive a standard, you fuck. You should also be able to fucking drive a motorcycle, a tractor, a backhoe.
Well, yesterday was President Trump's his birthday, wasn't it?
Dude, it was also the 250th birthday of the American military, which
I was leading up to that. I was leading up to that.
Yeah. Like you're leading with the SJW point of view. Okay. He's a tyrant. He's celebrating his own birthday by showing us how much power he has.
Well, I believe we talked about in our earlier stream that Biden was celebrating his.
Of course he was.
This kind of looks, like your barbecue or what, like a Weber.
Oh yeah,
huh? From back in the
dude.
day.
They've been making these little kettle grills for 40, 50 years, and they work.
Except yours is black.
Yeah, and it's a little bigger than that one. I got the biggest one they make. But like tonight, when I go out to do the fajitas, I'll get the coals all leveled out, and after they get to the right cooking temperature.
You wanted to know about that Ghost Rider piece that was done by J.Y. Dawn. J.Y. Dawn did that Ghost Rider.
Okay.
Which was pretty cool, actually.
That was pretty cool Ghost Rider. I like that one. I don't recognize his name, though. Hail, Miss Good Stuff. Yeah, we're barbecuing for Father's Day too, Mrs. G. Tell the hubby I said hi.
Hello, guys. We're barbecuing, but we wanted to drop in and say Happy Father's Day. Thank you. And what are you barbecuing? You can't get away with just Stephen Butler also worked on Badger.
Ah, okay.
So was I right? Or, I mean, was it the right Stephen?
Yes, same guy, apparently.
Same guy. So I nailed it. All right.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, you stuck the landing, Rex.
Oh, brisket. Doing brisket. Oh, yeah. You got to spend some time on brisket, man. That's
just fucking with you, Eric. But really, I mean, if you can work a stick shift or a motorcycle, you should be able to figure out how to work a manual transmission on pretty much anything. Hey, Miss Good Stuff, you have brisket. Oh, now you got me jealous, and I'm eating fajitas. Damn.
Avoid being bothered by wasps at barbecues. So at barbecues this summer by putting a blob of jam on a small child.
Nah, you just wear a red sweatshirt and you get a cyber frog.
Vespas, you stick him right.
Yeah. I found that really the most effective weapon against wasps and bees is fucking tennis racket, dude. You whack on them little buggers with a tennis racket, it's like putting them through a cheese grater.
This is a bootleg Spawn, like Burnt Spawn, a bootleg from '97.
Oh, really? Figure.
Mhm. But
Not
it's
bad for a
bootleg.
bootleg, I guess.
Mhm.
You know, it's not terrible.
Yeah, look at that. It's got like a bone-like shovel.
Chinese knockoff.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Is that a helmet there, laying by his feet? What is that?
I don't know.
See, it's I don't know what that is.
Hold
Maybe
on,
it's
let me blow it up, see if I can see what it is. Um, it looks like a
maybe.
like a cowl, like a
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Yeah, it
yeah
looks like a
yeah like
knockoff when you look at it. Yeah,
yeah when you really look at the details. But
he's got a gun with a sight.
oh, dude, and you see, there's no like his legs and stuff. There are no points of articulation. Like
Yeah,
there's no knee
yeah.
cuts. There's no, that's just he's just gonna stand there. That's all he's gonna.
I have like a Darth Vader knockoff. A couple of those that I bought at Kroger, believe it or not, and I bought
Dude,
both
I
of them.
bought a
And
couple of them on purpose just because I
there,
thought they were so funny. You know, like maybe somebody will want these. You know, in 20 years.
yeah, I've got a Boba Fett knockoff too from China.
Mm,
From China. Yeah.
I forget where I put them. I got a Batman. I got a Iron Man. And I got a. I think it was Green Lantern. But it was like the dollar store version, you know, when they put them out for Christmas, and then they don't have no
Mhm.
articulation or anything. They're bigger than normal figures. You
Yeah,
know,
but
they're
I
the.
think some of those knockoffs can actually be kind of scarce after a while, and
I
have
lost.
be worth some money.
Yeah, I figured it was worth buying a couple just for the hell of it.
R.J. Williams with the call sign Orion. Let's take a
Oh, I
look.
love Spawn,
It's
Eric.
launched. Well,
I got the first 150 issues of Spawn, except for number two, because fucking number two, I got robbed on. Um, yeah, I love Spawn. Always been a big Todd fan.
that's kind of 80s music. Took me back to the 80s there. Sort of techno new wave or something.
Hail, Chesty Sidekick. Yeah, I kept up with Spawn for quite a while there. It's, damn, 10 years or so of Spawn that I collected. Maybe just a little under 10.
I'm not going to trigger you if I show you a good use of AI, am I?
No, and dude, again, I love AI for what it's good for. Doing like little shorts and memes and stuff like that is fucking hilarious. I just, I think it's going to be far too easy for somebody to try to put out a comic book and just like use all AI and keep all the
Right.
money to themselves, not pay an artist, you know.
Well, if Gable had Spawn in his pool box for years until he stopped buying floppies, some of
Me
those
too,
issues were
Gable.
quite rare, limited, you know. They weren't really selling that many, and now they're in demand, for back issues.
Well, dude, number two was short printed. It's like, you know, the original Spawn series, number two is a
Hmm.
fucking pain in the ass to find, and people are charging good money for it. That's the only one I missed in the first
Like what's
150.
good money? What's good money?
Oh, I don't know, 40, 50 bucks. Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's not
that's pretty
cheap.
hefty for a floppy. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
that's what I'm
mean,
saying.
considering
It
how old
ain't
it
cheap, dude. And I just
is.
want to fill out my collection so I can fucking put it up for sale and go, I've got 1 through 150. Boom. Here's the price, bitches.
First digital camera from 1975.
Gotta be Kodak.
Yeah, it was Kodak. Hmm.
Of course. A Kodachrome
That's big. That's a
brings a
big.
green just
It's amazing what we've been able to miniaturize.
honey, don't take my Kodachrome away.
There's a $5 spawn number 2 on eBay right now. Cable penny
Really?
stocks.
Oh, okay. I don't know, man. I guess I'm looking on the wrong spots.
I guess you
Although
are.
all the image stuff sold so many copies, I don't think any of them
Yeah,
are
that's what I'm
really.
saying.
Yeah.
Even Todd McFarlane said, everybody brings me a spawn number 1. He says, I really don't recommend that you bring a spawn number 1. I've signed so many of those things, and the print
Hmm.
run's so large and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, what you need to do is bring that the first appearance of Angela or something like that. But then again, that might piss Todd off because whatchamacallin sued Spawn and took Angela to Marvel.
Well,
So
I mean, I've still got Spawn on my pull list, even though it went to $4.99, I think, on with or
yeah, well,
jumped
you're
up.
still
Yeah,
you're what in the like 350s now, 360s.
360s, maybe something like that. Yeah. Uh,
Dang.
and I've been collecting since about issue 301, and then I went back and I got a 300 all the way back to about 292, or maybe even a little bit before that.
I think my
To
biggest
get the
run
build up
of
to 300. Huh?
I'm just saying my biggest run of any like comic is
Hmm.
like 2 full long boxes, maybe 3 if you count X-Men, X-Factor, and on all the spin-offs, the mutants. That was
Yeah,
my jam for a
I mean,
long
I've got
time.
a lot of that stuff, a lot of that stuff that nobody really wants. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad stuff, but I've got a lot of that stuff that normally I wouldn't even have bought when I collected. And
Wait, what? Like
in
early
multiple.
X-Factor and shit like that? You're trying to say those are fucking bad?
No, no, and I bought the early X Factor type stuff. It was the later issues that I've got tons of
Well,
that,
yeah, of course, all the later shit fell apart, right? Uh,
well,
that's not even up for debate. I was phasing Marvel out of my
I mean, the Deadpool issue
collecting.
or the Cable issues are pretty, and the Deadpool stuff is,
Cable was
fire.
pretty cool. Deadpool when
Yeah.
it first came out was kind of cool, but again, at the time, Marvel pushed everything way too far. Did the endless crossovers, did the endless bullshit. It's just
Well, I mean,
after.
when I heard Todd McFarlane make a pitch, and it might have been on X Cable, he said, in 20 years, we've only raised the price from 199 to 299, and I said, you know what, yeah, Spawn's a pretty good value. So years ago, when it was like 301, I started buying again, or the hype of around 300, and then I went back on eBay and got those 10 issues leading up to 300 or something like that, that kind of gave you a recap of what had been going on and stuff, and very very smart marketing on his part to lead up to the third 300th issue. And he kind
I've
of
been
sold me
digging
on
the
that.
new. Oh,
And
sorry.
now that it's went up, I got in the last batch that I bought, it had the first 499. I thought, well, I'll at least keep it to the second issue and see what it's going to do, because some of those initial issues maybe people will drop off, and I'm basically buying Spawn as an investment. That may be crazy. I wish I had bought it all along, because some of those issues are rarer than others, because you did have a lot of people in and out dropping off, but some of those are rarer than others and expensive. And I have went back and gotten a few older Spawn issues just here and there, sporadic, on eBay there for a while. Just to, I don't even have my initial. I probably got a Spawn number 1. Uh, I don't know about a 2 or even some of the early ones. I'd have to look, but um, I used to have all that stuff because I bought Spawn for the first maybe 15, 20 issues. I don't know when Capullo first came on, I wasn't buying it. by that point. You know, uh, lost interest. I usually do. I'll buy maybe a good run might be one of the longest runs that I bought, which was the complete run with Savage She-Hulk. I bought all those, even though I thought Mike Vosberg's wasn't a great choice for the book. I would have, John Buscema would have been awesome if he would have been able to do all those on it. It would have but definitely been a more solid, definitely looking book. But I bought all 25 and read all 25 of those issues. Trusty Sidekick says we're currently doing readings of the first issues of X Factor on the Geeky Puppet Show. So there you go. You might check out Trusty Sidekick there.
That was a fun title in the early days when I first brought that one out. It was a little bit of a twist on the X-Men universe, I guess.
Gable, do you have the Golden Patriot link? I don't know if I have that saved or not. I can look here real quick. I would like to see how that campaign's doing. I don't know if it really gives you a total. Maybe. Because Yellow Flash and Dillard's, everybody was talking about it for so long. I'm just kind of wondering how it's going.
Started around 7 or 8, and then Todd came back for a few issues, and then after like issue 12, Capullo took over again. And
well, you know what?
I was pissed that Todd wasn't drawing it, but I was into the story, so I kept on buying it.
Go sign up for Frog G if you haven't signed up for Frog G. Sarah Bisky. It'll be launching soon. Exclusive full trading card when you're back.
Hey, Omer.
And sign up. Capullo's first issue was 16. Jason says. I didn't even see you there, Jason. But look at there. See. I think of you on Father's Day. Back. Go sign up for Frog G.
Hell yeah. And hail Jason. We love you, brother.
I'm glad you got thank you for dropping the Golden Patriot. I don't know if it's going to give you a total.
Sorry, an urgent message to the chat since I know there's a few people in here. Has anybody heard from Fanta lately? How is she doing?
Big negatory on my end.
Yeah, I haven't
hit that like button. Hit that like button. And if you hadn't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe.
All right. Well, please, everyone, prayers for Fanta.
And if you do, hear anything from Fanta, Omer Glitz said that Hen had a thing, and then she privatized it, and he missed it, so he couldn't.
Oh shit!
Okay, so Golden Patriot is at $93,656.
It's a 93. Wow.
They're asking pre-order go is 100,000, so they're getting pretty close. 3,493 books sold. 93.66% of their sales goal is reached.
Well, that's good. I'm glad because they were stalled at what was it, 63,000 or something like that. Almost 64.
Tanya Campbell said Fanta is home. She is still having issues with her speech and is virtually blind now.
Oh,
which was,
oh, damn. Oh, love you, Fanta.
Well, she was pretty blind before that. Really blind, but I don't know about total blindness, and it may come back. Pray for her sight, Anyway,
praying hard for
it. Jason Bascom's working on page 45 now.
Woohoo! Looking forward to it, Jason.
Yeah. I didn't realize that Capullo's first issue of Spawn was number 16. That is early. I probably maybe got the first Capullo.
Fucking. Well, Todd started doing the Todd toys, right? And then he had to change the name to McFarlane. There was a bunch of crap with that. So he got he unloaded the drawing of the book onto Capullo and then started building a toy empire.
I think any of the ones that have like Todd McFarlane covers or interiors, especially, or both, are going to be a little higher priced by people.
Oh, sure.
A little bit more collectible.
His whole Spider-Man run, Todd's Hulk run, dude, all that stuff. It's better than average, price
All
wise.
right, let's play Golden Patriots trailer here for them.
Okay.
The year is 1945. World War II rages from the halls of Buckingham Palace to the shores of the Nile River. Even now, the clash between freedom and tyranny is about to boil over. Somewhere in North Africa, 2 American flyboys are soaring high on a reconnaissance mission, searching for clues to a peculiar new obsession, with the occult gripping the Nazi high command.
I hope they have a good colorist on this. That's good, Apex. Happy Father's Day. Who's your daddy? I don't know who my daddy is. Thanks for offending me. Damn it. That's truth. I don't even know if he's still alive. Probably not. He was a drug dealer, risky business. All right. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. There you go. Original green. You remember that time when Swamp Thing became a Green Lantern? He was already green, so didn't need a suit. That's when I was reading it. Stephen Bissett. After Roman Emperor Nero killed his wife, he found a boy named Sporus, a boy who resembled her, had his testicles removed, and had him appear in public as his wife. How about that? So if you're having a bad day today, just think on that. Even the heroes have a bad day. Look at Mr. Fantastic here. He can handle it. He'll be fine. Won't even leave a mark. Happy Father's Day, everyone. Hope you're having a good one. Today in American history, June 15th, 1864, the Petersburg Campaign begins, taking place from June 1864 to April 1865 in the Civil War. So I've got a thread if you want it. Long, grinding battle of attrition that effectively ended the Civil War. So the beginning of the Civil War was ending. This vehicle was extremely irritated by the snow. This is a great picture here. He does look mad. Looks like something from Cars or something. I'm glad we're out of the snowy weather and going into summer here. That on a hot summer day, that shower feels really good. Hell yeah. Oh, Tank Ferret's all right. Keep Tank Ferret in your brain as well. He really doesn't know what's going on. Maybe his kidneys or something. Just one dragonfly. Don't kill the dragonflies out there, right? Because one dragonfly can consume over 100 mosquitoes in a day. And they usually flying around in groups, so there's a whole bunch of them. So they'll take care of your mosquito population pretty well. Dragonflies can fly backwards. Did you know that? They have nearly
Yeah, they
360
can hover
degree
like a
vision.
helicopter, dude.
Yeah, they can swivel their head and have 360-degree vision. Their wings inhibit bacterial growth due to their natural structures, and they're actually beautiful. This is not stained glass; it's a wing. Yeah, absolutely. You know,
Yeah, show that shit.
some of the dragonflies are
Look at that. That's beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah, and they say there's not intelligent design. Come
Well, you
on.
know, Rick, I mean, you went fishing when you were a kid, right? Near the middle of the summer, and you're out fishing, and the dragon poles come around, and they'll just land on the tip of your pole, and then
Whoa,
fucking,
whoa, whoa, whoa! We'll have no talk like that,
your
Mister.
fishing pole. Jesus, you
Oh,
pervert.
see, even she wasn't impressed by that. Man, don't talk about landing on poles. You must be, you know, a descendant of Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah. Nothing I enjoy more than a good, what they used to call that. there was a term for that. I don't remember what it was called.
I don't find my Pez hat. I was going to wear my Pez hat and I can't find it. Of course, I didn't have time to look for it.
Poor bean.
Great movie poster for Black.
Oh yeah, I saw this earlier. Dude, it's fucking wicked.
Yeah.
That was Bill Sienkiewicz, isn't it?
Is it? It probably is. So I didn't notice.
Pretty sure it is.
It doesn't say here. They don't say. Oh yeah. Bill Sienkiewicz is the one that put that out. I don't know if that's pre-lettering or what.
Impalement. Yes, that's it, Gable.
All right, you read the next one, Shadowhawk.
I don't always, but when I do, I.
Impalement. Yeah. Tip of my
that's good. Dude, have you checked out any of the Bigfoot vlogs yet?
No.
There's this dude, I forget what his name is offhand, but he's doing Bigfoot, and he's also doing like Stormtrooper, and it's all AI animated shit, and he's doing the voices. It is hilarious shit, and I've seen other people playing clips of him. He's not going to strike you, dude. If you look it up, either Bigfoot vlogs, so DLOGS, or Stormtrooper vlogs, they're both hilarious.
Okay.
And you can play you can play a quick clip. I'm sure you can, dude, and we won't get struck for it because I discovered him through somebody else's channel because they had come across it and they were like, check this out, and I just died laughing. I was like, fuck, I gotta find this
guy. Flag Day was on the 14th as well.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's the 250th anniversary of the military. It was Trump's birthday, and it was Flag Day. And these leftist fucking goddamn media, it's his birthday. They completely ignored everything else. And this is all about his birthday. He's a dictator, blah, blah, blah.
No bullshit. Just having to have the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Because his birthday happens to be the same day that the Army was created. Okay, that was his fault. The Army's been around for 250 years. Trump's only like 70.
I have never seen a sign like this, but it is very helpful. Just at 77 degrees, asphalt temperature is like 125.
Yeah, that's crazy.
At 125, skin destruction can occur in just 60 seconds. And always check the asphalt prior to allowing your pet to walk on it. Paws will get burned. Absolutely.
Well, that's a good sign to have at like a dog park or something like that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, 77 might feel good to you, but on hot black asphalt, and you got shoes on, your poor animals like, you know.
So Apex, you've seen some of the Bigfoot ones, dude. Have you checked out the Stormtrooper ones? It's the same guy. They're so fucking funny. No, he ain't 80. I think he's like, really? Is he 79? Is Trump 79?
He's
Thought he was
getting up
young.
there. I think he's
Oh, I
79.
thought
Yeah.
he was only
Uh,
like 70, maybe 71. Wow. Holy
mm,
shit.
oh no! Oh hell no! 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 Because
Wow.
they were trying to say that because of his age, but Biden's older than him, right?
Oh, yeah. Plus, Biden's also stupider than a bag of fucking banana pudding. So,
He was
what's
at
your
age
point?
30 even.
What's your point?
When he was 30, he wasn't as sharp as Trump is now. Um,
No.
Devil from Talon Flats, Richard Embry's new
Oh, yeah.
sort of
That's
western
Richie's
here.
new book. Yeah.
Yeah. Asking for $3,000, 41% there. Just
He did pretty
launched.
good on his launch, dude. And he was launching against Shane, too. Because Shane launched Anatomic this weekend. And a bunch of people decided to launch smaller books. And it's like, oh, man,
Yeah,
might
right.
have
I
waited.
mean,
Want to wait a day, guys.
that was on Friday the 13th, right? It
I
wasn't.
think, yeah, it was either Friday or yesterday.
Yeah.
One
I mean, it's not like it's a holiday or anything. Oh yeah, we'll do Friday 13th because if we're going to be Friday 13th,
No, Shane
whatever.
did his, the new Anatomic for Inglorious Rex. His was definitely Saturday. Um, and I'm pretty sure that Richard launched this one on Saturday, and then somebody
Saturday.
launched
Okay.
that Adex Part 2 launched on Bancroft's channel on Saturday. And I was like, dudes, you guys got to coordinate better. People can't back 3 fucking campaigns in one day, especially if they want to be first day backers, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, most people can't afford. I can't. I mean, I make pretty good money, but I can't afford to back 3
4
campaigns in one weekend.
campaigns launched on Friday the 13th. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So, I mean, good lord.
Yeah, you had over there on Dillard's, right? Channel.
I don't know,
Launch?
dude. I haven't seen a notification or anything. I wonder if YouTube unsubscribed me or something. I'm gonna have to go check. I haven't seen Dillard do anything lately.
No, Dillard had a launch of Darren Wagner's book. All right. So
Okay, well, like I said, I guess that completely flew under my radar, so I don't know if YouTube unsubscribed me from Dillard or what the fuck happened, but I didn't even know that he did a launch on his stream.
yeah, it could have happened.
Well, I knew he launched that Addicts the other day. It was Addicts Part 2, I think, and that was launched on Bancroft's channel. So is that
on Bancroft's? Yeah.
Mm. Is that the book we're talking about then? Because I didn't even see
No.
Addicts Part 1. I don't know how that slid under my radar.
I wouldn't have known about it, but Doc sent me something about the launch. Demafoot. Demafoot.
Oh, Demifoot. Yeah. I know that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's D-Wags, right? Darren Wagner's book. Sort of Sasquatchian. We looked at that.
No,
earlier.
it's Darren Wagner, but it's not D-Wag.
Oh, see, I always get those two confused.
Yeah, there's another Darren Wagner out there with like more of the traditional German spelling. W-A-G-E-N-I-R.
Well, Darren Wagner, that's the novel that he gave me.
Right.
You know, that Doc gave me. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
I don't know why I always want to confuse those two, but I do.
Well, I think D-Wag is getting ready to put something out too, though. He's got something going on.
Yeah, and what about Glacier Mountain Comics? Come on,
Dario, I don't know what's up with Dario, man. He's been drawing a book for like 5 years now.
I don't think he's going to crowdfund though. I don't think he has the confidence to do that. That's what he said. He's just going to go
Really?
straight to Amazon or something with it, whatever.
Well, I mean, if he's gonna do that, he might as well just go Kickstarter first and see how he does. I mean, because you're gonna get more random fucks on Kickstarter than you will on
Hmm.
uh oh god, what's the pink site? I want to say
Indiegogo.
Indiegogo. That's the Indiegogo.
Indiegogo.
Yeah, and Fund My Comic is still kind of dragging up the rear, man. But we're getting some bigger stuff out there. So. And Luke actually offered some discount recently. The Dumpster Diaries. From D-Web. Oh!
Love this Hulk book when it came out with I think this was the book that introduced me to 3D Man. Michael Golden
I remember
cover.
this one. Yeah, I was at Michael Golden. Nice.
Yeah.
No, see, I think back when I first saw that, because that was an older book, I thought, did 3D Man end up becoming the first Wonder Man? Because his costume was kind of similar.
Hey, Howler, 6480. What was your question?
I said, did 3D Man end up becoming the first Wonder Man for Marvel? Because their costumes are kind of similar at first. When Wonder Man first
they were two different characters.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't know.
Wonder Man was dead. Wonder Man was dead, and when I started collecting it, they resurrected him from the dead.
Well, yeah. They used his consciousness for the Vision or some shit.
Mm-hmm. In this Incredible Hulk 251, the Gamma Bomb base crew must aid a wounded centaur that arrived at their cabin's doorsteps, and from there, things only get stranger. I can't remember that much about the issue.
Stranger.
We're getting a little feedback. If you want to pop out and pop back in.
Yeah, not a problem.
Celebrating the military. Here's Stan Lee early on during World War II. We forget about their military careers. No, 3D Man was from the 1950s. Yes. I mean, that's the story of it. Stan Lee working for mass communications in World War II about 10 years before he started making comics. Of course, it was magazines like this, Incredible Hulk, the Rampaging Hulk, it was called the Rampaging Hulk, and then it just said the Hulk, became the Hulk. Great magazine. Those were the ones that I really liked. Now, Elmer, God, wow, trifecta, right? 3 girls at once. You wish. I need to start showing more John Buscema work, because my next book is going to be about John Buscema. I mean, he had multiple runs on Avengers. This was during his tight pencil days. I mean, his pencils were always tight, but there was just something about this run on Avengers and stuff that was just so good. If Indie Comics could do covers like this, come on, would have no problem with sales. And every one of those dealt with, the interior, what was going on in the interior. I would spare you the guy eating the live octopus, but you won't get away with this. It's amazing how many of the actors have passed away. There's only one left that did Three's Company. Don Knotts is dead as well. That replaced Mr. Roper. Hey, Peter. It's good to see you, brother. Tight, nice and tight. She's tight. She's tight. Come on, indie artists. We aren't you drawing as good as he did. I mean, with all the people, AI copyists, whatever, tracers. I mean, we could do better, I think. Pillow Pop Spawn Popsicle Pen from 2020. There you go. I've never seen one of these before. That's probably pretty rare. I bet you had to send off for that. That's probably a Spawn premium. Gable can now look it up, and it's $3 on eBay. I didn't think Spawn #2 was that expensive. Paul Kuperberg. Here's some books that Paul Kuperberg. It's his happy birthday to Paul Kuperberg. Superman Family. I don't know that I ever bought that. Maybe an issue or two. Too early. I didn't get any of that. House of Mystery. I believe that's a Neil Adams cover. Showcase, when they brought Showcase back for a final run. Think John Buscema when you're drawing a superhero cover. Yeah. Well, I mean, you could do worse. I mean, Norm Feldman, Mr. Roper, was only 52 years old when he was on Three's Company. He looked a lot older. Yeah. He'd been acting for years, you could probably catch him in some of those older Westerns. Billy Wilder's Stone Cold Classic was nominated for 10 Oscars, won 5 and premiered 65 years ago today. The Apartment, 1960. Have you seen that with Jack Lemmon? The Apartment, and Shirley MacLaine and Fred McMurray. I don't know if I've ever seen that or not, but 65 years ago, won 5 Oscars, was nominated for 10 Oscars. Big movie when it came out. Tug of war used to be an Olympic sport in the 1912s in Sweden. The host nation took gold, Great Britain took silver, and no one won bronze because only 2 teams showed up. How about that? I think they should bring tug of war back to the Olympics. I know I'd like to watch a good tug of war. Come and knock on my door. They'll be waiting for you. I got the shower right here. Burt Reynolds. Yeah. I've been watching Burt Reynolds in Gunsmoke. And I'm on starting volume 2. I haven't started on this. I just finished volume 1, but volume 2 and the 10th season. 10th season still in black and white. Still in black and white. Festus has come in, and Chester, he's gone. He's been gone.
Oh.
Who's gone?
Cheese whiz. What?
Cheese
whiz. Cheese whiz.
Cheese whiz. What are you talking about, Batman?
I was talking about this. I'll show you the visual first. There's the tug of war used to be an Olympic sport, and I say bring it back.
Yeah, you remember they used to do the what was it, the Contest of the Stars or Battle of
they had tug of war and and they would fall in water, right? Or maybe
mud. Like a big mud pit. Yeah.
yeah. Tug of war used
that
to
was
be an
awesome
Olympic
stuff
sport.
to watch, dude. I love the tug of wars.
1912 Olympics, I was saying Sweden won the gold and Great Britain won the silver, and no one won bronze because only 2 teams showed up for that event.
Wow. Oh shit, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Only 2 teams showed up, so you're either going to be the gold winner or you're going to be silver.
Or the silver. Right. I mean, that's
You
Wile E. Coyote, super genius. You know.
yes, very nice. Half brain will travel.
But yeah, I was going to say, and yeah, I didn't have to because you remember the battle of the TV stars. You know,
Mm.
ABC would go against CBS or
I
NBC.
think they
You know,
even did a version of Tug of War on shit. It was like the obstacle course show that they had.
oh
Was it
yeah,
like
that was. I mean, that's kind of what they're doing now. These obstacle courses where they get
mm,
dumped and thrown into things or
oh that
springboarded, and
shit's
yeah,
big in Japan, man. That's where it all came from. The Japanese love that stuff.
yeah, yeah. Well, I
Like
mean, there's
their
such
game shows are brutal, dude. Like
don't don't
if
you
you
don't you
lose,
think that they're more of a pensive, you know, they're not as wild as Americans are. So when they see something like that, it's out of the norm and it's off the chain and everybody loves it.
dude. Let's see. That's the thing about the Japanese. Like in public and whenever they're around anyone who's not Japanese, they're going to be very reserved and very respectful and never raise their voice or do anything like that. When these guys get around their homies and they're out at night, these little fuckers love to drink and smoke and fucking whore. And they're the most repressed. Like, so when they get a chance to party, dude, they party hard. It's yeah, it's
And
fucked
then
up
you can
over there.
go to Taiwan and get you a lady. Anyway, let's see what Mel Gibson's got to say.
Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass have already proven their incompetence and poor leadership
What
during the
happened?
Los Angeles wildfires.
Oh
Now, as
no,
we
you
experience
alright?
rampant lawlessness and civil unrest, it's never been more clear they're unable to respond effectively and responsibly during calamity. Whether it's sheer incompetence or outright malevolence, the reality is stark. California's in a state of turmoil, and I ask my fellow Angelinos, why are Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass still in office? How much more of their destructive decision-making masquerading as leadership are we going to tolerate? It's time to take back our community and our state and put the power and the privilege in the hands of competent leaders whose goals are to protect us and the way of life this nation was founded upon and promises to offer. That's all.
You know that would be much more meaningful to me if fucking he wasn't from Australia. He's not an
Yeah, but
American
how many? I
citizen.
mean, he's been in America for 40 years,
He's
over
not.
40 years, probably.
He might have dual citizenship, but he's not an American citizen. So he can just fucking pick up and fucking go back to fucking Australia anytime he wants to and put up with their bullshit. And if he's not happy here, he's got places to go. And he's
That's
got
not what he's saying. I mean, you don't think that I mean, we've like California.
dude.
He's railing against the liberals in California, the
I
leadership.
know,
Gavin
and
Newsom,
I am
Nancy
disappointed in.
Pelosi's nephew, who's an incompetent boob. He's absolutely
I
right.
am disappointed in every bit of our fucking government, Rex. I really don't know how I
Well,
can put it.
Mel Gibson is agreeing with you. Yet you're telling him to go back to Australia after about 50
Dude,
years in
why
America.
should he have a fucking opinion? He's not an
Oh
American citizen.
wow! If you're okay, so if you're an immigrant, then that's all of us. Because I came from I came from England.
Bro,
I shouldn't have an
an
opinion because my
immigrant. He
ancestors
has
came from England.
no. He's not an immigrant. He's a privileged fucking rich motherfucker who has dual citizenship in 2 different countries. It's a whole nother story, bro.
I don't know that
It's
he's got
not the
dual
same at all.
citizenship, but he is a U.S. citizen.
And again, he's got dual citizenship.
Okay, you take a different take on it. Moving on.
Well, what? Okay, I don't know how else I'm supposed to take it. Because that means you don't want to commit to being truly an American. That's why you hold on to your old fucking goddamn.
I agree that I agree with that. You know that if you're going to be
Okay, so
American
tell me where
citizen,
I'm so off beam here, Rex. You're looking at me like I'm a fucking nut.
no, I'm not. You okay? I'm just saying
I just don't think people in other countries. And you can do
okay.
whatever you want to on your news and whatever, But if you're going to come here to the States and try to lecture us on, what should be going on with the
Do
government,
you not agree
when
with what he's saying that Gavin Newsom and that other lady are bad leadership in California?
no, I totally
They're
agree with
letting
that. But
LA. We're going to be
he,
hosting the Olympics in LA tomorrow, next year, and it's going to be a burnt cinder.
it's
And
going to be
I mean,
fucking
they're
hilarious.
suing Trump. And I know you're not anti-Trump, so I'm missing a lot of your.
Dude, you weren't paying attention earlier when I told you what fucking Trump did. I don't know if I'm anti-Trump, but I'm fucking not happy with him at the moment.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a good move, I think, for him to move in the Marines and the National Guard. Otherwise, it would have been burnt down.
Yeah, that was that. I don't have an issue with any of that. I have an issue with the other shit that he did. And he hasn't done it yet, but he announced that he was going to have it coming in a couple of days, an executive order to exempt farm workers and hotel workers, even if they're illegal aliens. Fuck that shit.
And what was the reason for that? Did he explain it? His viewpoint on that a little bit more in depth?
His explanation was, we rely on our farmers, and some of them have had these same people year after year for 20 years. They trust them. They know that they can get the job done. We can't just deport all these people who come here and work so hard for 20 or 25 years. If you sign that executive order, everything that you did before that with immigration fucking falls apart. Everything. It's fucking stupid.
All right. Happy 35th anniversary to Gremlins 2, the new batch, released on this date in 1990.
I just don't get it. Okay.
I'm just saying, we can stay on this the rest of the show, or we can move on.
No, we don't have to. I just, it seems like you just don't get it.
No, I've discussed it with you. I've not looked sideways at you. I'm not trying to demean you. I'm just saying I kind of see part of it, but I totally agree with what Mel Gibson was saying about Gavin Newsom.
No, I agree with Mel Gibson, but it doesn't matter if I agree with him. He should not
have an opinion.
Have an opinion about
freedom of speech in America. Got it. Even though he's an American citizen. And you don't like his dual citizenship.
And why do we listen to fucking celebrities and their fucking goddamn fucking opinions anyway?
That I agree with. That I agree with.
Oh, but you're going to sit there and defend Mel Gibson, who's nothing but a fucking celebrity. Come on, man.
At least he's spoken out about pedophilia and other things through the years for decades.
No, I appreciate that.
He's not mainstream Hollywood in a lot of ways. You can't accuse him of that, really. I mean, because he's bucked Hollywood a lot throughout the decades.
Yeah, he's also
it's
made
not
millions and millions.
It's not everybody that made The Passion of the Christ. I mean, that's not your normal Hollywood.
He's also
movie,
made millions and millions of dollars, Rex.
Okay, all right.
He's not like a regular person. He doesn't ever have to worry about not being able to pay a bill or anything.
So if you're
like
rich,
that.
you shouldn't have an opinion?
No. It's just you're so removed from the fucking common people that your fucking opinions should matter just a little bit less, because you have a lot less things to worry about than what the common man, the common working man does. And if I'm fucking wrong, then great, man. I guess I'm wrong. You want to live in a dictatorship. You want to live in a communist society. Okay. Let the fucking rich keep on getting richer and making all the decisions. And us little workers just sit there and fuel the economy until we die and get turned into Soylent Green. Awesome. I love it.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't want that, because I'd be right on that. On this date in 2014, the great Casey Kasem passed away at age 82. As a kid, he didn't know his work. From voicing Shaggy and hosting the as a kid, I didn't know. There's some word missing there. I'm sorry. Yeah, he voiced the voice of Shaggy. He also was Robin on Super Friends. he did a lot of voice work. I grew up listening to Casey Kasem in the top 40. Absolutely a great, you know, great guy. The buttocks from a human is the most tender to eat, from what I've heard. Well, you were asking what pizza type of pizza you should order, Jason. Maybe you should get a buttocks pizza. I don't know where you get that from, but if anybody would have it, it would probably be what's that one pizza place? It's got a lot of sauce. I can't remember the name of it now. We've got one in town, but Lord, I couldn't tell you where it's at. Could have just said Little Caesars and went on, but yeah. I agree. Get a meat lovers pizza if you like meat. If you don't, go, good cheese pizza, whatever. Yesterday was Burl Ives' heavenly birthday. He would have been 116 years old. Speaking of Shaggy, which the voice of Shaggy there, Scooby-Doo, the movie. Did you really like those? I didn't like those movies at all. Not really. Came out 23 years ago, 2022. Scooby-Doo premiered in theaters. 1959 Disneyland.
I like the first one. It was all right.
Yeah. I think I might have.
It wasn't terrible. I mean, it was goofy, but I mean, it's Scooby-Doo. Yeah.
Who played Fred?
Oh shit! It was Freddie Prinze's kid. What's his name?
Yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr., right?
Jr. Yeah. He played Fred, but they had his hair blonde, and he had the ascot.
Yeah, I thought that was Freddie Prinze Jr. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He did Wing Commander. That was probably his. Wing Commander is not a bad movie. Wing Commander is a pretty solid sci-fi movie. Have you ever seen it, Wing Commander, with Freddie Prinze Jr.? And
no, I don't think I ever had.
Look it up, man. Look up on Tubi or somewhere. Wing Commander,
I
believe
good?
It's called. It's good. Yeah, I like it. That was my exposure to Freddie Prinze Jr.
Space
I never knew who he was.
Like dogfights with airplanes. What are we talking?
It's spaceships. It's a sci-fi.
Okay,
movie.
So space battles. Hey, I'm Glenn Fleming. Yeah. Welcome to the chat, sir.
Hey, Glenn.
Getting late for you over there, Glenn.
June 14th, 1959, Disney's monorail system, the first daily operating monorail system in the United States, opened in Anaheim, California.
You remember the monorail fucking episode of The Simpsons?
No, I have
oh
barely
my God.
watched.
Dude, that was like one of the first few seasons of The Simpsons. It's classic. It was when they were still good.
That's when they weren't really.
Before they went Democrat, yeah.
No. But I mean, at those first few seasons, they were still working on the finished look of the Simpsons, right? It was a little cruder.
No. By the time they debuted, the first season was a little rough. Mm-hmm. But compared to what it was on when they were doing little shorts on the Tracy Ullman show, the fucking animation was way better. By the second season, they had actually gone professional. I think they farmed it out to South Korea or something like that.
Yeah.
So it got a lot smoother looking, and and then they kept the look over the years and just kept refining it down and making it smoother and smoother.
Now, War Games, shall we play a game? I remember that. Its anniversary was earlier this year. But now, Daryl, data analyzing robot youth life form. Now, I remember that, but I never watched it.
I think that was a Disney movie.
40 years ago in 1985, Daryl. So, I don't know.
I think it was a Disney movie. I remember it. I think I did watch it, actually.
I think it was Disney. Yeah, was it any good at the time? I mean, 1985.
From what I remember, dude, my vague memory, like from 10 or so. That's the one I think I saw.
The poster says in very small letters up top, he said he can fly a jet race, a car, and and outsmart a computer. The
Yeah, he's
government
supposed.
created him, and now they want him destroyed. So is it like HAL, a computer gone rogue?
Well, the Daryl is like it's data analysis,
Data
robotic.
analyzing robot youth life form.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
So it was just an acronym, right? You know what the military always does, and so they were trying to build like a Terminator,
Okay.
but they made him smart, and he got a chance to escape, and then he decides, that he doesn't want to be a military guy and be killing people and stuff, and then the story goes from there. It like I said, I think I saw it the first time when I was about 10. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. Of course, I saw Bubble Boy when I was about 10, and I
Yeah,
thought
now
that was
that's
pretty.
with
Or no,
John Travolta,
not
right? Bubble
not
Boy.
Bubble Boy, the boy in the plastic bubble with John
Yeah,
Travolta.
that was John Travolta. Yeah,
Yeah,
they used. Remember there after it first released, premiered for 2 or 3 years after that, it would be like a summer special movie that they would play
yeah,
again.
dude, they did. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was like right after school would let out, they'd be like, "Oh, I'm coming on the movie of the week," or whatever.
Glenn, you need a new icon. This is when he's younger. You ain't fooling nobody with that icon. You don't look like that anymore. But
Wow.
to each his own. They have a Bubble Boy, what they call a Bubble Boy Pez. And that's what I was going to say. That
Yeah, but
Homer
is it
one
because remember the Bubble Boy movie was what's his name?
was John
Goofy.
Travolta.
No, that was the boy in the plastic bubble.
Oh,
Bubble
the
Boy
Bubble Boy. I
was
don't remember that.
he was a character actor. I think he like first got famous on Saturday Night Live. Shit. Come on, somebody in the chat help me out. You guys had to see Bubble Boy, right? What's that guy's fucking name? Apex says I got Bubble Boy better. Yes, Apex. What's his fucking name? It's the guy. I want to say
Jake,
it's the guy,
Jake
not Steve
Gyllenhaal,
Buscemi, but the other guy. Jake
Jake.
Gyllenhaal? Was he? Oh yeah, he
That's what
was a Bubble
Jason
Boy.
says.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right.
I don't know who that is. So,
Jake
40
Gyllenhaal. You know
years.
who that is?
If you show me a picture, 40 years ago, the
Yeah.
Stuff came out. Did you watch the Stuff?
Oh, dude, I watched this stuff like 40 times.
Yeah, but did you watch
easily.
it when it initially came out 40 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah, you
Oh
like
yeah.
it?
Dude, it's like a kind of comedic version of the Blob. It's
Oh
good
yeah,
stuff, man.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a
I,
classic B
I've
movie.
seen clips with the stuff coming out people's mouths and stuff like that.
Dude,
It
when they
looks like.
discover it and shit, it's just like bubbling up out of the ground. And this dude sticks his hand in it and then licks it. It's like, the fuck are you thinking? You don't even know what this shit is. It looks
Yeah.
like it could be radioactive. And he goes, "Oh, that's pretty nice. I think we're gonna have to start jarring this shit up." And then the guy that's with him comes
Well,
over.
like if
He
you
tastes it.
remember, Tom Baker did that as Doctor Who. He would or some of the other doctors would. Maybe it's the modern doctors since they brought Who back, but sometimes he'll do that. He'll taste stuff that you were like, "Don't do that. That's God," But he's alien. It won't hurt him. So
Okay, sure. If you
never
say
seen the
so.
stuff. I don't know if I've seen it all the way through either.
Look what happened to Jordy Barrel in oh god damn.
Yes. Test his memory. Boo, 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 boo.
Oh,
boo,
dude, my
boo,
brain's so fried.
It's something.
Creep Show.
What?
The Stephen King novel. Remember Jordy Barrel? He found the alien and it cracked open. He got
Creepshow?
alien shit on it. And then he fucking stuck his finger in his mouth. He went,
Hmm.
You don't remember him turning into fucking Swamp Thing? The
In
first Creep Show movie?
Oh, Creep Show. I heard
Yeah.
Freak Show in my ears. Yeah,
No,
Creep Show. Yeah,
yeah. And that's actually Stephen King playing that character.
I know. Yeah. He
Yeah,
kind of put that wasn't the
he's
only
not.
movie he inserted himself into,
Oh,
was it?
dude. He put himself in all of his
He
movies
put
somewhere.
like little bit parts, yeah, like Hitchcock
Mm,
did. Hitchcock
yeah,
was into
and
that.
Stanley. I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh,
Stan
and
always
Stan
was.
Lee, yeah, yeah. Hey,
But
a lot of people
most
wouldn't know
of
who Stan Lee is if he wasn't in the movies. Let's face it.
I'm saying, I know, but we're
Uh,
older.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Now that was big, especially on the rental
Oh,
thing,
that
starring Kevin Costner.
was that
Premiered 34
Kevin?
years ago in 1991.
Was that Kevin? What's his name?
Kevin Costner with Morgan Freeman.
Kevin Costner.
Remember, he
Yeah.
was in that.
Yeah.
This is in 1991. That's when Morgan Freeman in Robin Hood and other movies that he had done really took off as a major one. Robin Hood, I think, with Morgan Freeman, who was on PBS's The Electric Company as an easy reader for years as a kid. Watching him there, he became a and
He never was
he did a
seen
version of
after that night in the
he played
laundry.
Malcolm X in one movie, I think. I think also the
And he
guy.
always walked with a limp after that.
I'm gonna walk with a limp after this show. I guarantee you. I'm supposed to get with Homer behind the scenes too. The Cable Guy with Jim Carrey premiered 29 years ago in
Hey,
1996.
you gonna kick me out? I can go. I'm good.
No, I said
Yeah,
after the show we're gonna do something, and we're gonna actually put some stuff on the campaign.
Wait a minute, Mister. When did you commandeer my fucking Father's Day? I'm here for the show.
I
didn't.
didn't. I'm not. I said after the show. After the show. After we get done.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if I'm gonna be here after the show.
Oh, well, I
I
mean,
got
well,
stuff
now
to
one thing
do.
that I and Omer's wanting to do, we're wanting to watch that Pez documentary again. And if you and Elsie and some other people want to watch with us behind the scenes and watch that, it's worth a watch. It's about an hour and a
Okay,
half.
well, I can probably
It's
do
pretty
that
cool.
and just. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
be out there
Well, not
barbecuing and
today.
shit.
You're going to
in
be
a bit.
barbecuing, right? What are you going to barbecue?
I told you I went and got arachara marinade of skirt steak fajita meat. It's
Oh,
so
skirt steak.
fucking
Okay.
good. Oh,
Matt Damon, that piece of
we got
shit,
fresh
23 years
guacamole. We
ago.
got pico de gallo. We got fresh flour tortillas. Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. Hell yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. And then we got barbacoa while we were there. So when we got home, we made some barbacoa tacos for lunch. I've told you what that is, but I don't know if you remember. The barbacoa is the head of the cow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you ever had head cheese? Have you had head cheese?
Oh, dude, they slow cook it until it all just falls off the skull, and then they pull the fucking cow head out of it and put a little seasonings on there, and you keep that shit warm. It's the tenderest thing you've ever had in your life, dude.
Homer wanted to know, is that a Skinamax movie at Apex? Let's see. So,
what movie?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I know. I can't see the comments right now.
Maybe Bubble Boy? Maybe Bubble Boy?
Cinemax? I don't know.
A Skinamax, he said. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, the Heap promo art from 1997 from Spawn, the Heap is a public domain name that you can use.
Yeah.
So that's a character that they
But the original character is kind of cool. I like him.
Like a swamp. Yeah. The original swamp monster. Yeah.
Yeah.
I first read him in Airboy. He was in Airboy a lot in the 40s.
Oh, wow.
I think that's probably where he made his first appearance. I'm not sure what the first appearance of right off,
I don't think
right
I
off the bat.
even knew about him until maybe 10 years ago or something. I discovered that.
This is cool if you're a
Nah,
Jack Kirby fan.
that's Lingue.
I gotta look this
Ah,
up, man. I gotta find a copy of this. The Lost Jack Kirby Stories. Cool book. The stuff of the rejection.
it's all the meat off the face and the skull, man. I'm not even fucking Mexican, and I know what barbacoa is better than Omer Glitch. What the hell?
Well, he says usually it's cow tongue, right?
That's what he's done. It's not though. It's the whole
Uh,
fucking head. They fucking take all the meat off the face and everything, and then chop it up and grill it a little
uh,
bit. I lived in Texas, Omer.
well,
Drank the stuff with me.
some people do things, way different.
Yeah, cheeks, the forehead, yeah, everything off the skull. They just boil it all loose.
Mhm.
Bro,
Oh,
it's so good. I mean, and maybe it does have tongue in there too. I don't know. But my father-in-law just told me, it's the meat off the face and everything when they boil the skull off. But it's
Mhm.
so good, and it's got such a strong beef flavor, dude. Like, if you never tried it, you've never had like real beef flavor in your mouth, because that shit is just over the top.
He says
So
sometimes
good.
it includes the brains.
Yeah, but not usually. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think
Do you?
that's more of a
I know
regional
you remember
thing.
Zero bars, but I don't think they make the
Oh yeah.
Zero bar anymore, do they?
I haven't seen one in a long time.
The Zero bar had white chocolate, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was white
Yeah, and it
chocolate
was.
bar.
I think it was white chocolate outside, and then it was
Like
like
a
chocolate
nougat.
and nougat or something on the
Yeah,
inside.
white coated
Yeah.
nougat, almonds, and
Almonds. Oh, I forgot
caramel.
about the almonds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
those
wasn't
are pretty
bad.
good. I remember
No, it
eating
wasn't
them when I
bad.
was a kid. They were alright.
This is a great Father's Day image because it's like,
Oh,
all
Omer,
right,
I don't
I'm
know if you were here or
taking
not,
on
but I'm
Alzheimer's.
grilling arrachera and marinara in a little while.
They still have Zero bars. I think Mars makes those actually. Don't
Do they still have
Jason?
Zero bars? Oh, dude, I haven't seen one in years.
Jason says they do. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I have to look around. I used to like those. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I would occasionally get one.
You
It
remember
wasn't a big.
the milkshake candy bar? And they have like chocolate, vanilla. It was called a milkshake candy bar. No?
No, that's not striking a chord with me at all.
No. Yeah. The chocolate ones were fucking awesome.
Homer
Dude.
says different parts do it a little differently. The general barbacoa that has been mainlined is the tongue.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's a regional thing, Omer.
Whatchamacallit, maybe.
The way, yeah.
Daughter of
Well, I
Wolverine.
mean, but Mexico's a fairly large country, and there are many different regions you can go through, and they cook different ways.
If you're gonna do corn on the cob, I suggest Corn on the Claws by Wolverine.
Ah, that's awesome.
That would work. That would work.
Corn on the claws. I love it.
Yeah, because that corn be hot, right? You gotta have something to skewer it with.
I'm going to eBay to find me a set of those motherfuckers.
I told you Marshall Rogers with Terry Austin did
Whatchamacallit? Who said whatchamacallit? That's an awesome call. That was a good candy bar.
Yeah, now they still make it. I saw whatchamacallit. I didn't buy it, but they still make those.
Jinko.
Yeah, Marshall Rogers, Batman detective from probably 1976. Classic.
Mm,
He was a
yeah,
good
that's
Batman
nice.
artist. I
Dude,
mean,
that's a nice cover right there. The way he's got his fucking cape kind of looks like
oh yeah, like
flowing
it's in,
around.
yeah, the dead victims, yeah,
Hmm.
and the smile on Batman's face too. He's been
Well, I think
affected.
Cloak and Dagger stole that from Batman. You know, they just and
Oh yeah,
actually they did it, and then Todd McFarlane stole it from Cloak and Dagger because Cloak was alive long before Spawn's cape was.
I think Bora tacos are a version of barbacoa cooked with salsa.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we had those for lunch. We did the barbacoa tacos.
Those Batman, those
No, we're
Batmans,
doing
I can't remember when those came into my life. Maybe somebody told me about Marshall Rogers or something like that, or
our
read
Charles
something about it, and I started getting them. I mean, it was probably some of the first Terry Austin inking because Terry Austin was his inker. That made it even better. They were a
Ooh, I
good
don't think I
combo.
ever saw the Cloak and Dagger movie. They made a
Oh
movie
yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah,
in the
I haven't
80s?
seen it yet.
Oh,
I didn't. I think people were downing it at the time.
I'm gonna have to
Actually,
search that shit on Tubi or something. I gotta see this. I didn't even know they made it. 80s movie. In the
Mhm.
80s? No shit. Okay. I gotta see this. Who was in it? Do you remember? Jinko?
Oh, was it in the 80s? Really? They did one in the 80s? I thought they did something with Cloak and Dagger not too long ago that wasn't well received.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, it was called Cloak and Dagger, not Marvel. Yeah, now I know which one. That had the actor who's dead now. I can't remember. Yeah, I've watched Cloak and Dagger. Yeah,
Really?
just
I
look
don't think
Cloak
I've
and
ever
Dagger up.
seen it.
Okay, well, let me find the trailer for it. How about that?
Who was the actors?
Right,
There was a Cloak and Dagger movie I remember,
it's
but it was
on
not
my
the hero movie.
yeah, yeah, uh-huh.
Some time ago. But was it the actual Cloak and Dagger characters? They just didn't have the Marvel tag.
No, it has nothing to do with
Oh.
Marvel. It's kind of like a
It's probably a spy novel or something. Detective theme, something like
oh, okay. So here's it's got the guy. Oh, it's got the little kid in it. Okay, wait a minute. It's coming up. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Jason says it was a spy movie, and Jinko
Yeah,
agrees. Okay. So no,
yeah.
I was thinking of the Marvel characters. Sorry, guys. I was
Well, yeah,
completely
I
off
was
course.
too when he just said Cloak and Dagger.
Hmm.
Darby Corman. What was
But didn't they
yeah,
do a Cloak and Dagger like
Darby.
on?
Yeah, Coleman. I had it right. Yeah,
Didn't they do a Cloak and Dagger though, like on Netflix or some
yeah.
shit?
Some kid from Flight of the Intruder. Not familiar with that one. Spy movie. Yeah.
Swear there was something recently, Cloak and Dagger.
Yes, there was, and you can look up the Marvel trailer for that. Here is the trailer for Cloak and Dagger, the one he's talking about that came out in the 80s.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Think you can break the code?
Here's how to get
It's an Atari console.
Lots of numbers.
Yeah, look at those graphics.
1,300,000.
2600 bits, baby.
I bet you anything that's the secret code that we're looking for. Can you think of anything else?
No.
Davy, are you alone?
Well, now he was in that movie with Brad Pitt later when he was like in his teens. He was
The
killed
kid
in
in the
that
back?
movie in like 1991. Huh?
Reminds me, Davey, I want to get those.
The kid
God,
behind
oh,
the nerd or the nerd?
oh, this actor with the beard mustache. He's done so many things.
Mm,
Bit actor, you know.
mm.
Um,
Character guy. Dude, I mean, that's kind of the thing to be if you can get, because you get a lot of work as a character actor, you know,
oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean,
or a
I
voiceover.
mean,
Fucking voiceovers where the money's at, man. Those people fucking don't do shit. All they gotta do is talk, read a script, and you know, make a voice for a cartoon character or
mhm.
whatever. Good money in that shit, bro.
You know, I looked at the I went to Aldi yesterday, and I looked at the cereals, at least that they carry. Here's
Uh-huh.
Captain Crunch with berries from 1967. Look, you get a Matchbox truck offer in there. I don't know if it actually had
Nice.
the truck, but you had cereal premiums. There was not a cereal there that I didn't look that close, but there was not a cereal that had anything in it. Just the cereal. No premiums for kids or anything.
No, yeah, you don't see like the little prizes and stuff anymore. TV was FX a few years back. Okay,
Cloak and
thank you,
Dagger.
Jason.
Yeah.
I'm gonna search that when we get done with the stream. Which, oh, look at the time.
Well, I mean, they've got Cloak and Dagger. All I got to do is search it for you on YouTube, like I did for that Cloak and Dagger there. Just back it up here,
You think?
and
Uh,
they've got
you think I can watch
Marvel's
the
Cloak
whole
and
movie on
Dagger.
YouTube? I mean, maybe.
They got trailer. They got trailer.
Well, I don't. Not trying to watch some trailers. I want to watch the movie and see if they did any fucking justice to Cloak and Dagger or not.
Probably not.
Doubtful. Probably.
Doubtful because you haven't heard about it. I mean, that's like who played Knight Rider?
That
Who was
doesn't
that?
prove anything, Rex. You don't understand, dude. Since I met you, I've been online and here every day with you. But before
Yeah, pretty
that,
much.
I didn't even look at Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, or I didn't even know what YouTube was until halfway through 2018. I never even pulled it up on my phone.
Yeah.
So I was very anti, internet and all that stuff for years.
Oh, I was too. I didn't have any online presence either. No thumbprint. The government couldn't even find me with the FBI, But now,
I come in and I met you and I met a bunch of other people and I started having some fun. And so it's all good.
all right, Cloak and Dagger official trailer. Here we go.
All right.
Did I ever tell you about that night?
Won't give me much.
You can't do this. What just happened?
It's like you're afraid if I don't do it.
See, I don't even have to play all this. This does not look interesting to me whatsoever.
No, bro, this looks terrible.
It looks terrible. I don't.
I'm sorry I even asked. That looks horrible.
Dan Hasselhoff. Yeah, that was my point. Like, who knew that Dan Hasselhoff did Nick Fury back in the late 90s? And you look at it and it looks terrible. It's on YouTube, and I don't even want to watch. There's certain things that Marvel comes out with I do not want to watch.
Yeah, that I was unaware of this one, but God, it looks bad.
There was a time when Marvel was good though and solid. But that
there
time,
was. But that was back in the fucking early mid '80s. Ever since then, they've been slowly crumbling. They were good up until the late '80s, and then when Todd and all the Image boys left, Marvel was fucked.
Well, I mean Disney coming in, that doesn't help.
Disney didn't come in until much later on that picture, Rex.
Jason Bascom says the show was okay, very slow, and they flipped the characteristics of the character. It was not awful, but not great for Cloak and
Well,
Dagger.
so wait, so Cloak was the girl and Dagger was the dude? Is that what Jason
No, I don't
was
think
saying?
that's what he's saying. But
Okay,
yeah, maybe you
I
mean
don't know. I mean, it
powerful?
wouldn't surprise me. You know,
Yeah.
kind of like an early gender flip, right?
I did mention Happy Father's Day to everybody, didn't I?
I
No,
believe
the
we did.
personalities were flipped.
Okay. So I got you.
Well, now Cloak, his story was he was kind of a drug experiment or something, right? He was subjected
I think
to
they both
drugs.
were. Yeah, they both
Okay.
like volunteered for some kind of experimental. You see it all the time, dude. Like you volunteer for these where they test new drugs and stuff. 'Cause maybe you've got whatever symptoms, and you're on an old school drug, so you can sign up and get like new school drugs for your old school ailment. I don't know how to explain it.
I know. I don't even have to ask Shadowhawk. I bet you had one of these. I know I did.
Oh, hold on.
I had multiple ones of these.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Official ripcord. Although this looks like an early version, probably the original version. I don't remember that packaging, but
Yeah, you combined one of those little fuckers with a slingshot, and you
yeah,
can sail them.
you can really go out there like a kite, and come down.
You can sail them babies way up in the air.
All right, here's your werewolf representation piece for today.
Ooh. Hold on. Let me enlarge this. Enhance.
Not bad.
That's not Bernie. Who's that?
No, it's not Bernie.
Okay. It's cool though.
It's by some artist named Awesome. That's all you need to know. I don't know exactly. Corpse Kings.
I'm just the symbol for the word. Don't know.
George Perez cover, inked by Joe Sennett. One of the books that I always recommend. It had John Byrne's story on the inside. Marvel 2-in-1 number 50. The Thing battles the Thing. This comic right here was featured,
I got this one. That's a good one.
Featured for about 2 or 3 minutes in the movie Meatball.
Yeah.
Meatball.
That's the comic for kids to read.
Yep.
Thing versus the Thing, Marvel 2-in-1.
Oh, okay.
One of my favorites. I actually have one that's CGC graded 8.5 of that one.
Ooh, that's a good idea, Jenkins.
What's that?
Make a toy mortar. You just get a piece of like 1.5 PVC. Put a cap on one end of it. Make a stand, point it up into the sky. Some kind of leg to hold it steady. And then you drill a tiny little hole at the elbow at the back of it where the cap's at. So you can inject a little bit of butane, from one of those little cans.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And then you just, and it'll shoot it like way high.
Yeah,
in Minecraft.
I can't wait. They should put a super soaker thing on there as well, I think. So as he's coming down, you can shoot water at him. See if you can hit him after you launch him. Or dart, one of those Nerf darts, things. Boop, boop, boop. He's coming down
like
there.
The old school ones with the steel tips on them.
Jerk.
Yeah. We used to play with those, man. Me and my brother would throw those fucking things at each other. Like, we'd chase each other around the yard. Be like, fucking throwing them at each other. I never
United
took
States.
a dart wound, but I
want
took
to
a
do a
big gun.
Jinsaki and circle back to this. Yes, yesterday, the United States Army 250-year anniversary, and they celebrated it at Mount Vernon and other places all around the country. Definitely, thank our military 250 years. And I'm looking forward to next year, the 250 year, because I was there, you were there for the bicentennial. We
hell
remember
yeah.
the bicentennial.
I was still a Cub Scout at the bicentennial.
Oh, were you? A Cub Scout.
Yes, sir. I walked in the goddamn parade. I carried the American flag. Fucking 3 miles, fucking in 90-degree weather in my fucking goddamn uniform. Avoiding fucking horse poop. And you ever been in a parade, Rex? It's miserable.
Oh yeah. I mean, they'll just defecate right there as they're walking. Absolutely.
Yeah. If you're on the ground walking behind anyone in front of you, a parade is a miserable place to be.
It is. Yeah. I mean, you can't sidestep that stuff. You know?
No, you don't even know it's coming. It does like, oh shit! You're trying to move, but you're holding the flag, and you got to keep the line, right? So you got to like shift the flag over as you sidestep the giant pile of horse shit. Oh,
why didn't I ever have this one as a kid? Kentucky Fried Chicken. What the hell with the Colonel? Looks like Fisher Price kid.
A Happy Meal or something?
No, that's McDonald's. Get a bucket of chicken.
Saying, why didn't you ever have this as a kid? Kentucky. What? What is this?
Swings open for double the play value. Colonel operates automatic tray dispenser.
Dude, those almost look like the remember the ones that used to come with the little cow barn and
yeah, Fisher Price, I guess.
Fisher Price, yeah. The little people. It almost looks like little people. Yeah. Wow, what the fuck? I've never seen that.
Oh, take a look at this Fire in the Ice promo poster. Check this out.
Vincent Price is good. Ooh. Is that for Zeta?
Well, I mean, it's for Zeta created characters, yeah. But it's not for Zeta, no.
Oh, okay. AI, or is it somebody else?
Oh, fuck me. Yeah, damn, every episode now. Is that AI? Oh, fuck, I can't get away from it.
I got you, fucker.
Yeah, squeeze me. No, that is Leonardo Manco was the artist.
That's my new fucking silver bullet for you, Rex. Is everyone out again on the stream? I'm just gonna squeeze it. It's fucking AI.
It's AI. You know.
Then I'm gonna send you a link and fucking make you watch some AI and go, what do you think of that? You're gonna be like, oh, that's great. Say AI, Rex. I made it.
I know. I'm surprised if I, hold up one of my rounds that I've worked on. If it's like, is that AI? No, that's not AI. It's hand done. I even had a 6-hour stream to do it. Whatever.
With this choppy ass theater, you're kind of like Max Headroom. So.
Oh, definitely. I mean, my potato cam. I feel like Max Headroom.
Okay.
Cooler than a glass of bourbon in Shadowhawk's hand. Double the ice. We'd be melting in the summer. Bill Beckett. A damn dirty thing. Delivering now. I mean, I got mine. I think. No, I haven't. No, I haven't not got mine yet. I'm still waiting on mine. Come on, Dark Gift. Come on, Anthony. I got the mug. But I have not got the book yet. But he is delivering all those out now. You've had your damn dirty thing for a while, right?
I got mine.
I'm not talking about the thing that you seeded with.
And my mug came in a couple weeks back.
Oh,
it
yeah.
Came separate from the books, but yeah, it came in a couple weeks ago. So,
yeah, because Doc was sending those out. Anthony wasn't sending those out. I got to pick mine and Elsie up in person, so he didn't have to mail mine. And
yeah, he did me a little custom package, and you know.
Oh, you know, while Jason's here in the chat, is Death going to be colorized? Does anybody know? Is Death going to be colorized project, or is it going to be black? Or is it going to be both? Sometimes they give you options like Goblin Girl.
That's the 300-page one, right?
Yeah.
Rob.
Mm-hmm.
Which Rob? There's so many Robs. It's not Rob Hunter.
Okay. Put me on the spot. Let's see. Joe Ball. King
Joe Ball? Okay, maybe it's Joe Ball. Okay. For some reason I was getting that one confused with Rob's. No, I think it's supposed to be like 300 pages or something, dude. It's such crazy fucking.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah. He's going to have a comic that is a trade paperback already built in. I mean 300 pages is an omnibus.
Bro,
you know,
I backed it like way back whenever it first started. So okay, Apex says it's going to have black and white and color. So
it's going to be a combo? It's going to be a combination?
Yeah. And I believe I backed that one at like the highest level. Because for 300 pages, I was like, fuck it. And it was only like 50, 60 bucks, I think. Maybe 100.
Oh, it has versions, different versions. Okay. Because I saw, that blew me away when, when he had a color page that he had colored, posted on X. Because I always saw it in black and white or grayscale. I wonder if this guy's driving a clutch.
You know me, I prefer black.
If he's celebrating Father's Day or Mother's Day. My God, I couldn't get in that thing.
I might be able to get in, but I might not be able to get out.
That's what she said.
No.
Anyway, we'll end on that. Enjoy your Father's Day. Enjoy your barbecue. Homer, I'll send you a link if you want to get together